Good evening. Happy holidays. What's going on? Welcome to the EV Strategy Show here on the OddsShopper YouTube channel. And we got bets today. We're going to make some money. It has been a scalding hot March to kick off the month. That's all I can say. You know, you're going to have some rough days in between. You're going to hit less parlays than you lose, but you're going to win more money than you lose. And that's all that matters. That's what we do here. Welcome, baby. Welcome. It is the EV Strategy Show. We do things a little bit differently. May not be the flash, Ben, in the process, but there's a shit ton of flash in the results. You know what I mean?
We got enough flash. Don't worry about the flash. I'm bringing the flash to the show.
That's that.
Yeah.
That they do call you the Flash, man.
They do. You bring the tools, I'll bring the flash. We'll be all good. Yeah, listen, I don't care. Don't need to be glamorous. We got money to make some money. We got bets to place, things to dive into. And it's true. February, I don't like that month for a lot of reasons. March is my month. March Madness is here. Good vibes, and a lot of bets on the board already.
Yeah, we're going to dive in. Tools crushed through post All-Star break. And this is the way I see it. And NHL's picking up big again, too. My profits are starting to go back. Post All-Star break. Mind you, All-Star break is pretty much the same for NBA and NHL. They overlapped this year.
Yeah, why? I'll never know, but that's
sucked. But post All-Star break portfolio EV has been you couldn't ask for better. I told you that my buddy Dan, who I gave 1,000 to, he's 12 days in and he's almost 2x'd his bankroll. It scares me a little bit. By the way, Ben joining me in place of Greg Ehrenberg, but nobody more qualified to do a show like this and to give you guys great information than Ben. I'm almost nervous because it's like, man, you are. If anybody could have started when he started, they would never leave. They would never leave. But he did. Here's the crazy thing, man. He actually had so he started with 1,000. He had a minus $297 day on day 4. And he was calm about it. And I think that's because I kind of prepared him for something like that. And he texted me and he's like, could have been worse. And I saw minus 30% ROI. And I responded, not really. That's pretty much as bad as it's going to get. You got it out of the way early and he hasn't had a losing day since. But yeah, it could have been worse. I don't know, dude. I think I responded with, nah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, you'll have some of those. But again, and it is better, ironically, with some stuff to just almost get it out of the way. Like you have one of those days and then you rally, you recover from it, and it's a blip on the radar. And then you're more prepared because that's unavoidable, no doubt. But in between those days, string them together. And it is cool to see. You've shown me some of those texts. It's fun to get people involved, and it's fun to see it in our Discord as well. So, yeah, I have to look though. I'll be honest. I was in some meetings this morning and I have only done a couple of kind of batches so far. So I need to get up to speed, filling up my own portfolio today with some bets.
Well, no better time to get it in than now. Yeah. I have 35 bets in, but it's only 1 o'clock. Still a lot of room to run here. Happy to have you guys with us. Glad you could join. If you don't mind, take 1 single second, hit that thumbs up, atone for your sins this fine afternoon. Subscribe to the channel. It's free, both totally free to do so. And it's good for your soul. And if you're watching, listening after the fact, some of these great bets are still going to be on the board. Leave a comment down below and we'll have some fun, make things happen. Tomorrow, I think, Ben, we'll do the parlay giveaway. If any of our Friday parlays hit, because we got way more games on Friday than we do today for NBA. Any of those parlays hit, we'll give away the winnings.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a couple of fun things. We got a couple of surprises in this show. I don't get to come on here a lot, so when I do, I want to make sure we do some cool stuff. So we'll definitely be giving away. We're going to do some fun stuff later in the show. Yeah, I know. Look at you, Moneybags Lofty, living the dream over there.
No, man. I'm just trying to. Here's the thing, though, right? With something like that, it's It's great for him. And it's also great for, I'm totally transparent about this. Like, it's great for proof of concept with us. Like, hey, this guy has zero experience with EV betting. I looked at his pick at the only other bets he had in the year 2025 where he bet on the Super Bowl. And he's an Eagles fan. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that doesn't count.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. That is your prototypical casual. That's what you want for something like this. So if I can get somebody like that to jump in, sit down with them over a couple Mountains are Blue, Silver Bullet, Coors Lights, don't judge me. They're delicious. Pounders. And teach him, show him the ropes. Then how is it? Then literally anybody can do it and profit. Right. So that's why that was the whole point of doing this. That was the whole point of all of this. And so far, so good.
So far, so good.
Let's get into some bets.
Yeah. I see you in chat. We got a lot of people in chat. What's up, friends?
Yeah, man. I hope you guys are having a great day, a great March, a profitable one, because in the end, that's all that matters, right? And we're going to play some bets. Let's see what we got. By the way, Brett Hunter said yesterday our same game parlay hit. Which one, Greg? Brett, the DraftKings, the DK one, the four-legger, the boosted one? That'd be sweet. Hey, Scott. Jeanette said, let's go. EV tool on fire. Yeah, baby.
Greetings from College Park. What's up? Nice.
And one thing, we're going to do this right now. We're going to build some parlays. We're going to get some bets in. We got a whole hour to do so. We got a little flash sale running. For those of you who are not users yet, you've been sitting here riding the fence thinking, I should probably do this. I see chat every day. I see these guys. I see the results on Twitter, on social media. Ben, the promo code BOOST, when you sign up at OddsShopper.com, links in the description, or you can just go straight to OddsShopper.com, use the weekly subscription, will get you 2 free weeks, literally half of a month. Half a month. Now, here's the thing. It's only for the duration of this show or until 20 people get in. 20 spots. We're doing something a little different here because it's tough to just freely give away something like this all the time. But the reason we give away 14 days is because we know you're going to do well with it if you do it right, and you're going to want to stick around. But if you don't want to stick around, doesn't matter. 14 days, 100% free. That's a half of a month. And we still have more than a month of NBA regular season left, plenty of hockey left, and postseason. Boost is the promo, Ben. 14 free days. So yes, literally half a month, and it runs through the end of this show.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I said, I'm coming on the show. Let's do something fun. As much as we would love to give it unlimited 2-week trials, just not in the cards. But we love the people that tune into this show. We love the people that are ride and die with us. Maybe you're just stopping in, and honestly, good timing for you. Like I said, if you're one of the first 20, awesome. You're in for an extra week. If not, of course, still welcome to check out these tools, always available. But the code is BOOST. Again, now is the time, but let's just keep that in the back of our minds and let's start placing some bets.
Yeah, man. BOOST through the end of the show or until we get to 20 people.
You shouldn't be one of the 20. If you can't spell boost, I don't think you deserve to be one of the 20. That's all I'm saying. Like, boost is pretty.
All right. So here's the board here. A lot going on. A lot of FanDuel. A lot of negative ROI stuff on FanDuel, so we want to be careful. But I've seen some positive stuff as well. Also, if some of these points props have a monster OS rating, we're betting them as well. There's no doubt about it. I think first order of business, Ben, we get a FanDuel parlay in here and see what we can do.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, I mean, FanDuel, I'm just pulling up some of my portfolios that are FanDuel specific, and they're filled with some potential plays. So the parlay builder will have definitely some stuff for us to choose from.
Yep. And by the way, Brett Hunter said, yeah, we built a four-legger, boosted four-legger on DraftKings yesterday for the same game parlay. That hit. Yeah, that hit. We'll take it. All right, let's go FanDuel. See what we can build here. And for those of you guys that are diving in first, one thing to keep in mind, this is a total top-down approach. It's a market-based approach, okay? What does that mean? Very simple. This is not an analytics-based show in the traditional sense, all right? You are not poring over data, play type data, player tracking, any of that stuff, matchups, you name it. We are using the market to dictate what we do, and we were betting it in volume. We can do that with parlays, particularly on limited spots. But even if you're not, or you're trying to evade limits, great way to do it. But we are only including EV legs in these parlays. We are only betting EV legs. And Ben, the simplest way to put it, some people may get tired of me saying this, but it's important for new users. The true odds that we are getting using sharp sources across the industry, depending on the market, depending on the book, the true odds say that this bet has a higher chance, a higher probability of winning than the odds that are offered to us by the sports book, just like this Chandler Stevenson, where we get it at 120 and we say the true odds are minus 136, which means we have a 5.7% edge, 5.7% EV, and a massive rating.
And that's what we're after time and time again. You and me, I'm going to share some of not all of our text messages, because we would both be fired immediately and probably thrown out of the country.
At least I would.
Yeah, well, you definitely would. I looped mine in because I'm a team player. But one thing we were talking about this morning was different analogies. We were talking about your friend as well. And I said to you, if you could flip a coin and you got plus 110, would you really care if it was heads or tails that you had to back? And that's kind of what we're doing here. I don't know who, no offense to Chandler Stevenson. I believe it seems he's on the Kraken. Is that what we've got going on here? Good for him.
I'd say he is, yes.
I don't know who that is. I don't really care who that is because it's not irrelevant. What I do care about is the fact that I can bet something at minus 120 when the true odds are minus 136. That I care about. I don't care who it is or what it is. That's the value. We capture that value. And this is a great starting point for it. I wanted to ask you, though, because you're the hockey guy. We know shots on goal.
Who's the hockey guy?
No, you're the hockey guy. You have the magic eye with hockey. Shots on goal is ridiculous. I think we all know that.
Uh-huh.
How are you approaching total points, though? Because that is something that's been a little volatile. But the sample size, and I think you can find it, are you going in on those? Because you do see them populating the board.
Yeah, man. Let me show you something.
Oh,
I want to build out a points one here, actually. I'll show you something now. So I have a specific portfolio for FanDuel points, right? And the min OS rating, we got to default this to current season.
Yeah.
The min OS rating at 2, you see this?
I see it.
Is a 3.4% ROI with around 900 tracked bets. So we're almost at that kind of valued 1,000 mark. If you end up setting this to 0, that's where you get into a little bit of trouble, and you actually you dip below 0 in actual ROI into the negative. So what I've done is I'll take any, and I don't know what it's like if you were to do 3. What's it like if you were to do 3? See 4.4, right? Less bets. You're talking about 6. What are we looking at here? 550, 600 or something like that.
Yeah.
4. The reason I did 2 is because I want to be careful about the small samples, right? And then once you go to 4, it's the same as 2 anyway. So I go in and I toy around with this stuff. Can I turn some of these positive? And with points, I think if you have anything OS rating 2 or higher, I'm willing to bet it.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Willing to bet it. And Greg, too, mentioned yesterday, he's had a ton of success with points, betting higher OS ratings.
I like it. Also, I want to give just a shout out. You mentioned Brett Hunter just the other bit. Brett Hunter, I know him better as Dr. Queso, a great guy in our Discord. I talk with him all the time. One of the sharpest college football minds out there and whatnot. So glad he's hopping in and checking out the show, my friend.
He's here every day, man.
Yeah, good stuff.
Every day. He's an anchor here. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got this dude. Do we want to just start rolling like multiple points props? We got Mr. Thompson.
I have no problem with it.
Yeah, neither do I. Let's get
like this Nick Paul here. I was betting point props the other day at like plus 190 that closed at plus 110. So, yeah, I'm all about it. And as you can already see, if you're getting this 2-legger, we'll build out 3 or 4. Like you're getting this 2-legger at plus 212 on FanDuel. Look where it is on Sleeper, plus 147. Fliff plus 148. Unibet, Hard Rock plus 161 on ESPN and Hard Rock, right? 163 on DraftKings. So already it's a 10% EV 2-leg parlay, man.
Yeah, I mean, and again, with parlays, I'm not gonna get on a whole monologue about them. But the simplest way I can say it is the word parlay means nothing. If you're putting in absolute goblin legs, you're in big trouble. If you're putting in profitable plus EV bets, your risk is going to go up, but your reward is also going up. So you can see there the expected value is going to actually compound in a good way, but your X win, no matter what you add, can only go down.
Yep.
Logically, because you're adding a third thing to happen.
Alligator Souffle, is there an option to set how many legs for the parlay builder, or does it have to be manual? We got something right now manual, but we got something you're going to love coming up.
I like that name. You ever have alligator?
What?
You ever eat alligator?
Yeah, once or twice. There's actually a place around me that has it.
Oh, wow.
You like it?
Well, I was just down in Florida. I was in the Glades hunting, wrestling alligators by the dozen.
On one of those fan boats?
Yeah, I just go right in the swamp. I walk around.
Yeah, of course.
I think I have had alligator, though.
It's good. What if we go Tyson Forrester under points, minus 164? So these are all minus odds bets. There's no big plus money stuff, which I don't have a problem throwing in. Like if you wanted to throw in Brandon Hagel instead at plus 168, it's a great bet. But this Forrester one's really good too. I'll let you make the call here as the honorary guest. You want to go 3-leg, get it to plus 402, which is still, compared to the industry, a really, really good bet. And looking at our tools, 14% EV, 22% X win, a good bet as well. Up to you, though.
I'm going to say bank it. That's what we're doing. We're putting, I believe, a flyer in there.
Also, you look at the implied odds here on FanDuel, you're talking sub 20% implied probability, whereas we're saying there's a 22% X win. Pretty good.
Really, again, when you're doing that on parlays, it really, really can get you where you need to go. Again, the variance is going to be high because that parlay, just to tie it in, as strong as it is, it's saying you're going to lose it 78% of the time.
Yep.
And that doesn't matter because when you hit it, you're getting paid off with interest. So I like that. I don't like to get too crazy, but to me, a nice little 3-leg in that range is beautiful.
Big time. Blue Raptor said, I just signed up, but it said 7-day free trial. If you used Boost when you signed up at checkout, you'll get the 14 free days. If you guys are just jumping in, we have a flash sale just for the duration of this show or till we get 20. Well,
now 19 because Blue Raptor, my man, you took a spot. Congratulations. You're
now in. 19 or less for all we know.
Or less. Who knows?
Use Boost at checkout, oddshopper.com, or just use the link in the description. Not 1 free week, 2 free weeks. You're getting half of a month entirely free. Why? Because we know you're going to win, and you'll probably want to stick around. If not, no big deal. You want to check it out anyway, you're in. You got it. Use promo code BOOST. Got till the end of the show. And my DMs are always open. Join the Discord as well. Don't be silly. Join the Discord. All right, let's lock this in. I want to lock it in on my side. Okay. While I do this, is there anything else you want to do? I can navigate both of these at the same time.
No, I mean, I definitely want to just see, this time in the day, you start to get some things that pop up sporadically. And like I said, I really haven't done a ton. I'm looking at, there's a D'Angelo Russell prop. It's been up for just about an hour over on DraftKings and over 1.5 3-pointers, which is a rarity. You had I believe it was one of your shows yesterday. You caught a couple nice overs yesterday.
Yeah.
Is that
yeah.
Making things up.
No, can you hear me okay? My internet went out for a second.
Yeah, it's probably because of all the I'm not going to talk about the rain yesterday. The hardest I've ever seen it rain was last night. I thought I was going to drown when I went to get a slice of pizza.
Yeah, and the wind too. I swear every day, every single day, I'm outside of Philadelphia, 30, 40 minutes outside. Every day for the past month, it's been like 30-mile-per-hour wind. So
absurd. But no, I hear you loud and clear. I was saying though.
Okay. I heard you. We did. We hit actually on last Friday. I already gave the winnings away on this one. Plus 1230. A plus 1230.
1230.
Yeah, we hit it on the show, dude. The week after you and I
watched
plus 960 or something. We hit it with 2 overs and 2 unders. So yeah, we get a little over action in here from time to time. Sure.
Yeah. And yes, and New York City was horrible. I'm right above the city, and it was brutal. DK has a boost for 3-pointers. That's
Oh, sweet.
interesting.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, see, Brett, this is why Brett Hunter's the man. He said, just look at the history of parlays built on this show. I'm currently 3-12, but I'm up 18 units on just those bets.
You see?
See? Yeah.
You
Because
know.
they're good. The bets we're making are going to win more than the odds we're betting them at. So, yeah, they're going to lose. Like if you have one that has an X win of 10, it's going to lose, what we're saying, 90% of the time. But the sports book's telling you it has an expected win or implied probability. So the odds are, say, 8%, right? But you're saying this is a 10% winning bet, and I get it at 8% odds? Of course that stuff eventually is going to catch up and you're going to profit.
Yeah. No doubt about it. You're in Florida. You only have Hard Rock? Don't worry. I was just down in Florida gambling at Hard Rock. And Lofty, you did an awesome video with a guy in Florida only on Hard Rock, and he was just absolutely dominating.
Yeah, $13,000 in 30 days, 40 days with only Hard Rock. So yeah, if you only have Hard Rock,
you'll be all right.
You'll be okay. Greg can only bet $10 per bet, and he's still crushing on Hard Rock. All right, let's do what's the DraftKings boost? Is this I assume
I'm looking right now.
3+ leg 3-pointers? I wanted to get that bet in before the odds move.
No, I hear you. I'm trying to juggle too. I think it's 3 or okay, here we go. It's Shaq. Shaq, what's up, Shaq? Maybe he's watching. Hit the like button if you are. Yeah, single use profit boost, 4+ leg NBA 3-pointer parlay or same game parlay.
Okay, so 4 of them?
4 of them.
That could be tough.
That could be, but even listen, so this is my philosophy with a boost in particular. My range of what I'll play widens. Obviously, if I have 4+ EV legs, I will use those and I'll be done with it. Say I had 3 though, I'll look for one that's close, even if I know I'm bleeding out, because the boost is going to do that work for me. I don't really care as long as it's profitable in the end.
Well, then we have 4.
Okay.
And believe it or not, we have 4 from all different games. And what you just said is, you couldn't have said it better. Like these are all slightly EV, right? Slightly positive, very, very marginally positive. But we can boost them to make it a very positive bet. Oh shit, that's the same game.
Well, you can do a same game parlay X, whatever they call it. So it doesn't matter.
I was just hoping. Let's try it. All right.
It does get a little wonky. Yeah. I mean, when you start doing, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
I was just, when you start getting into same game parlays, there's correlation that makes things different. You're not talking about standard payouts based on the odds. So
exactly.
70 bets so far. See, I have to catch up today. I am lacking.
My guess is this should still be okay. Because right now it's a 4% EV bet. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's D'Angelo Russell over 1.5 threes. I already bet that as a straight bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quentin Post under 1.5 threes at -175. Halliburton -154 under 3.5 threes. And Dalton Connect under 140 or under 1.5 threes at -145. So let's see.
Quentin Post is a low-key Derek White for me, by the way.
What, like always losing on him?
The other day, I bet this exact bet under 1.5 3-pointers. I'm not joking. I don't even know if he was on the floor. I turned around. He hit a 3. The ball like deflected. He got the ball and he hit a 3. And I lost in a 10-second window. And then I think he just left.
Dude, that is easily the worst. I've had that happen too, where you're sweating under 1.5 threes. I remember Bojan Bogdanovic. And this guy like barely played and then just came out for a short rotation, 2 shots on ensuing possessions, and just drilled them both. So, yep totally get it.
Leave. Their work there is done. But
yeah. All right, let's see if this works.
Yeah, you should have seen Derek White last night. He had like 9 threes or something.
Yeah, I know. See, this it won't let us parlay the 4th one.
Okay. Still, though, that's one with boost. That's where I again, everyone, you have to find your own cadence. But like, if I have 3 from the tool, I might just take one that I originate. Like, I'm
Exactly.
okay with doing that. Find a guy, and you can always shop via the live odds. Don't take a bet at minus 170 when it's, minus 130 everywhere else. But if you're in the ballpark, the boost can cover you, even if you're not producing synthetic organic edge.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. It'll make it even. It'll make it positive. Let's come back to this one then. What do you say? We'll come back to this one.
Yeah, that's fine. What
I
else?
think we can come back to this. And guys, if there's any other parlays, if there's any, Steven said Pritchard had 10 threes. If there's any parlays you're looking for on, or any boosts on any books, let us know. What's the bussin' with the boys boost today? That's
I keep
power.
seeing those when I can log into FanDuel, which is once every like 3 years. Shout out to their
There's a
support.
no sweat same game parlay on FanDuel. I'm shocked there's no NBA promo today on FanDuel.
Yeah, I didn't have one.
But here's a cool thing about DraftKings, though. I mean, we like the boost, but you're going to get what, like $10 down on that anyway. The other cool thing about FanDuel is that we can just build actual regular parlays, not even need a boost, and still probably get this to like a 20% EV play.
Oh yeah, there are plays, plenty of
Let's
plays
try
on the
it.
board. All right,
Go Buzelis under 5.5 rebounds.
that was the first bet I made today.
I think we probably should throw this D'Angelo Russell in there. Over 1.5 threes.
Yeah, I mean, I love this bet. And for 3-pointers, when you're in the portfolio lab, you want to test things. That is one of the consistent markets. It has always been strong.
Yep. Big time.
Always strong.
I see. The cool thing about this is I'll just add. Well, we can't add the top 4 because I don't want to same game it, but we can. Oh wait, no, because I want to take same game parlay off.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to get a little creative here, Ben.
All right.
Amin Thompson under PRA or Amin Thompson under points. Personally, I would go with points because points have been amazing on DraftKings. The historical ROI within our tools with all the tracked bets, points have crushed. I think they're at like 12 or 13% for DraftKings this year.
And that's something, again, that's why I love, just no other way to really find that information that I know of where I can look at 2 bets that grade out similar, but I can say, you know what, historically, we are really producing with points, and I feel a little more confident in that side then.
So do I. Nick said, I feel like I've been seeing more overs the past few weeks on OddsShopper. Some back-end stuff, ? Been around since November-ish for context. Yeah, I don't know. One thing I've noticed, Nick, is that I've been seeing a lot more alt overs on FanDuel. And I think that's just because FanDuel is posting these alt lines that are sometimes wildly different from the standard lines. So you'd get like a Jakob Poeltl or a Jonas Valanciunas over 6.5 rebounds, Ben, which is at like plus 102. And then the 7+ rebounds in the alt market on 7+ is plus 110. So I think there's just been a lot of value on them.
Yeah, it is definitely probably a combination of some things. One thing that, without giving away any too much of the sauce, we're always constantly, formulating better and stronger true odds, because that's the genesis of a top-down method. If you don't have the right ingredients to cook, it doesn't work. You have no source of truth. And so it could be some of that as well. But I've noticed that, and I'm a sicko. I actually prefer to sweat an under, but for normal people, getting some overs is a cool sweat.
Yeah, it is. They're both kind of fun. The Amin Thompson moved. When you're using tools like this, you're going to get line movement pretty quickly. It's just going to happen. You got to be quick on the trigger. But I think we could go a 3-leg here. If we added Austin Reeves under points, that gets us Reeves under points, Russell under threes, and Buzelis under rebounds at minus 120. Gets us to plus 485 here. Again, you look at like Rebet plus 335, minus 20% EV. A lot of these too, like even BetMGM, if you bet it there, minus 11% EV. This is the the gold standard when it comes to not only shopping odds, but making sure that every leg is plus EV. I would say this is a pretty good bet. What do you think? Because unless we go same game parlay, which we're going to get hit with that correlation tax,
do that.
if you want to call it.
I don't want to do that if we can avoid it.
Same. Are there any hidden bets I have?
Just to illustrate, like I always find that fascinating. Think about what you just said. I mean, you kind of just went with it. The same bet with the same stuff is wildly profitable in one place and wildly unprofitable in another place. Not different plays. Literally the same bet. Like,
I know.
That just shows it's all about the numbers, the line.
Well, think about it like this, by the way. I had a hidden bet on Jabari Smith. If we add this in under 12.5 points at minus 125, get this to plus 957. So here's a fun way to look at this. And I could if you guys ever wanted to figure out how to calculate like the implied probability, it's super, super easy. But your break even point on DraftKings, Ben, is around 9%. This will crystallize it for a lot of people. Like if you bet this same bet on Caesars, your break even is going to be 12%. So you'd have to win this bet 3% more of the time, the same exact bet just to break even if you bet it on Caesars instead of DraftKings. Pretty crazy when I look at it that way. That's when everything came into focus, and I was like, oh shit, yeah. Yep. How could you not do something like this?
100%. Yeah, who doesn't want to get the pit and parlays is hard no matter what you're using. So if you're going to do it, you might as well get paid off the best you can if you happen to connect the dots. I mean, don't leave money on the table just to leave money on the table.
All right, so here's what we'll go with. We'll go Zalis under 5.5 rebounds. I'm betting it on my side too. Yeah, a Derek White prop just popped up. I'm not touching it.
Don't even get me started, please.
And everyone's getting ruled out for that team. D'Angelo Russell over 1.5 threes. And by the way, it's not because Derek White had a good game. It's just I somehow can't win Derek White props on this.
He supersedes all logic. But yeah, that is, I mean, again, if you can't question it, but man, that guy.
I know. It's you too. I know. Austin Reeves under 19.5 points. Jabari Smith under 12.5 points gets us to plus 957. I'm going to bet this as we speak. Let's see here. Yeah, 957. Sweet. It's not going to allow me to get much on it, but I don't really care. Because if I keep betting these throughout the day, it adds up. Even if you're betting like $5, $6 a time on these 3-4 leg parlays, it adds up. And I might mix and match them too.
And pay for my potentially bad soccer bets today. So
pay for my DFS golf entries that I somehow, like I always do it. I did it last night. I entered some because it's fun, but I can't say I'm the best when it comes to PGA.
I mean, golf right now. I don't have the scoreboard in front of me, but when I opened it, it was a grand opening, grand closing situation where it was just like, all right, that's not it.
Yeah, it's fun. And then they're just up there until Sunday.
Oh yeah. So yeah, no, that's part of the beauty of this. Cover some of that stuff because you know what? There's nothing wrong with a little of that as well. And I'm gonna, while you do that, I'm just gonna do something for the people real quick. I'm actually gonna go into the back end and let people know if this is still going in terms of the trial where we're at. I don't want to tell people like, hey, make sure you sign up for the 2 weeks and then it's already shut out.
Yeah, you're a good man.
I do some things.
While you do that, I'm going to start building out a BetMGM parlay. And I use our friend Greg as an example all the time. Someone who just got on BetMGM, has only bet parlays, has been profitable, and is not limited yet, which is amazing. Just amazing. He's betting smaller amounts like $40, $50 round robins or parlays, round robin parlays, and just actual parlays. And he's having success. Brett put it as good as you possibly could earlier in chat. He said, he's like, I'm 3-12 in the parlays we've built on this show, and I'm up 18 units. Can you ask for more than that?
That's what it's about. Friends, okay, update. 12 of you fine people are inside the ropes already. There are 8 spots left. If anyone out there wants to take advantage, if you don't know what I'm talking about and you missed the start of the show, we are running a little flash sale with the code BOOST. BOOST. I don't think I should have to spell it, but Luffy makes me. That's the code. The link is in the description of this video. I'm about to throw it in chat. If you use that code and you sign up for the weekly option, not only are you going to get the normal free 7 days, we're going to throw on another 7 days, but there are only 8 spots left. It ends at the end of the show. So if you want to do it,
half a month.
Yeah, that's all.
You have a half a month. Yeah.
Yeah.
Links in the description, or go to OddsShopper.com. Use the weekly sub. Use Boost. Listen, nobody's giving you 2 weeks if they think you're going to lose. Nobody's giving you 2 weeks if they think you're going to lose.
No.
Right? They tell you pay full price and then you bounce. They're like, well, we got your money now. Nope. We think you're going to win. That's why we do it. So use Boost at checkout. Get your first half a month 100% free.
Yep.
All right, let's go BetMGM here.
Okay.
Pretty much everything on BetMGM is profitable.
BetMGM is just, I'll be honest, BetMGM, the only thing that I really have to fight with is limits. But the plays themselves are one of the strongest books to me.
Yeah, that's why I use Greg as a good example. Like he's being smart. You know,
you can get around. It's just, can you use the app to sign up? I don't see why not.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, look, BetMGM results, current season, NBA, NHL. Why is it doing that? That is terribly annoying. There we go. All right. Every single thing is green.
Well, I can't see. You got to highlight it. Okay, there we go.
It should be gone. Yeah, every single thing is green. Other than steals, it's one bet. Doesn't count.
Yeah. Sometimes BetMGM will do that. But look at that. I mean, even so, get in while the getting is good. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Everything for NHL, everything for NBA. So I'm just throwing that out there so we know what we can target.
Okay.
But the truth is we just target whatever comes across the board. Whatever pops up for BetMGM, you bet it. It's that simple, really.
Yeah, my portfolios, like, again, I have some pretty intricate portfolios for some of the other sites you mentioned, like how to massage some of the data. My portfolio for BetMGM, literally the filter is BetMGM.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
I don't care. Like, I have no other filters.
And I have people that are like, should I only use 5 OS rating and up? Like for DraftKings and BetMGM, use one. Use one OS rating.
Yeah.
I just wanted to shout a couple people out real quick. Red Eye said, appreciate y'all. My business had a major slowdown, so I have a lot of free time, and this has taken some of the financial stress off myself. No joke, man. This stuff, when I hear that, is more meaningful to me than any other just like, fuck you money type wins. Right? Like it genuinely is. Pat Kingpin doubled his bankroll since February 21st, currently 8-day profitable streak going, just sticking to the tool. And Caleb, our friend Caleb, been laid off for 2 months now, might never go back if we keep this up. So yeah, sorry to hear you were laid off. Awesome to hear that this is helping you, for real. Yeah. All right.
What do we got?
Let's go.
Nathan Wood Gordon.
Yeah, you know him. David Pasternak.
I actually know him.
Yeah, we know him. Boston?
Yeah, Boston.
Under assists, -105.
Alex DeBrincat. Is that what that says? I don't know. That's not a real person.
Alex, let's take guesses on how to pronounce it.
I'm saying DeBrincat.
I'm going to say Debrincat.
Well, I'm going to Wikipedia to see what nationality is.
You got to go to Oh yeah, okay.
Like if he's like Finnish or something, it's going to be a problem. It'll be like Jones, and it's like silent everything. But if he's American, he's from Michigan.
Oh, it's DeBrincat.
DeBrincat.
I said Debrincat like he's some royalty.
Yeah, no.
DeBrincat. Okay. All right.
That's pretty good. Shout out to him.
The Jew said Alex is a great player. Yeah, I'm not shitting on Alex. the rink cat.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, the Panther. I like this guy's gonna be my new favorite player. I like this dude.
The Panther. Get him down to Florida quick.
Yeah,
All right.
man.
Let's get Alex DeBrincat in there.
All right.
Under 2.5. He better not ruin this parlay for us. I'll be so upset
I will
if the old
go
alley cat
to
ends up.
Joe Louis Arena or wherever the hell they play. And
I don't know what it is now, but it definitely was.
I used to root for the Red Wings when I was a kid. I love those teams.
Now, is this just pronounced Gunther?
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be, right?
Yeah, Gunther. For
All
Utah. Right. Should be the Yetis.
We can't throw that in there, but we can throw, because it's a same game. We could throw Josh Morris.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, Morrissey. I love shots on goal. I think it's just one of the coolest markets.
It is.
I hunt those when I can.
Me too, and one of the most profitable as well. By the way, guys, if you're on Hard Rock, same odds on Hard Rock. Look, 10% EV on Hard Rock and on BetMGM. So this is a great bet on both of them. But see, this is when you start getting a little bit ugly. Like Fliff is negative, Caesars as always. I will tell you where you can get like good EV spots on Caesars though. I don't know if you've noticed this, Ben. Certain books calculate their same game correlations a lot differently than others. And Caesars, a lot of times, their same game odds are whacked. Like I was betting 3-leg, fully correlated same game NFL parlays. They would be like plus 800 on Caesars and plus 450 everywhere else.
Yeah, you can. I mean, same game parlays are just very intricate, but you can test the correlation tax, and sometimes anti-correlation. That's something that you can do. Yeah. Will this have baseball props? You better believe it. If you don't think we're going to be sweating K props and home run props, and I don't even know what else, maybe stolen bases, we absolutely are going to have baseball markets, and I'm actually pretty excited. I think we're going to have some new edges in baseball this year.
I'm almost positive we will. I'm excited about that. Steven said Lafayette and Ben could do this all afternoon, which is not a criticism. Yeah, because it's fun, man. We like this stuff.
Kicking back, placing bets, trying to simultaneously conjure up a Tottenham goal. What more could you ask for on a Thursday? You
know what my new tagline is going to be? Because it can't be Portfolio EV where the bets flow like wine.
I knew you were going to say that. I would have bet my life.
And the women and the beautiful winners flock like the salmon of Capistrano, right? Because nobody, like, how do people not understand Dumb and Dumber references? To me, massive violation.
Yeah, that's not good.
I tweeted that the other day. Nobody even liked it. So I think dude, if I tweeted that to our age group, like just our age group, people would appreciate it at the very least. Might call it dumb, but it's going to be something. Now I'm just workshopping this on the fly, so please don't.
Where are you going with this? I can't wait to see you try to land this. Go ahead. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Landing stuff has been difficult for people lately. All right, so like the whole planes crashing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I was just on a plane, so thank you for that.
So market-based betting with Portfolio EV isn't for everybody, ... until they've tried it. Maybe I need to work on that. My point is,
I'd say work on it, particularly not on a live show, but sure.
Dude, listen, my point is very, what I'm saying is most people see something like this and go, oh, there's a lot of unders and I don't really understand how this works with true odds and this and that. But then if you try it and you start, and I've seen so many people just get sucked into it once they try it, right? So it's one of those things, as an outsider looking in, you kind of go, what is this? I don't get it. Like, let me tail something or originate my own bet off last 15 data. But then once you dive in, to Steven's comment, like, I have fun talking about this type of betting, and I never thought I would. That's what I'm saying. Look, I may have missed the landing, had to do a go around, but a go around is like if you miss a landing, you have to go back around and then come in for the final approach again. I've been watching a lot of air disaster YouTube videos lately. Long before the DC thing happened, I got deep into that, and then all that stuff started happening, and I felt semi-responsible. But you get my point.
I do. That wasn't a statement of I do. It was I do ? Because I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, portfolio EV. You can dodge a wrench. You can dodge an over. How about that, Mark? For your other
That's really good.
favorite.
That's good. Trevor,
this
see, you're wrong. Trevor just said 100%. That was me a week ago, man.
He's probably talking about the plane videos. You don't know.
Oh, yeah, I did go in a few different
That's
places.
it is true though. When it clicks, it clicks. It's awkward because who doesn't? Most people, I'm generalizing, but most of us, we love sports. We watch it. We know it, and it's like Luka Doncic. Oh my God, he's gonna crush tonight, and then the bet is an under, and you're just like, but I think he's gonna have he's Luka, but it doesn't work like that. And as soon as you can kind of let go and just kind of trust the process, it really will make a difference. But what about this question? I think we should do this. Drew just said, can you go through some of the portfolios you have set up just to show some of like the options, the parameters?
Sure. Here's the bet, by the way. Do you want to add the Luke Cornett? We could do both. You guys can play what you want. David Pasternak under half so no assists essentially, minus 105. I never know how to say that bet. Under half an assist, right?
Yeah, I say under half of an assist. Obviously, it means that he's not getting.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
The Rink Cat.
Yeah, the Rink Cat. The Panther.
Under 2.5 shots on goal, plus 105. Josh Marcy under 1.5 shots on goal, plus 140. This is why you're getting almost 9-1 because you have 2+ money bets in there. I think if you add Luke Cornett in there, a little basketball. God, I hate doing Boston. Right, I'm not doing it with Boston. No, because we still don't even know if Tatum's going to play.
So that's the type of thing you have to kind of look at it a couple different ways. One, in the grand scheme of things, it won't matter. But two, if you're unsure, you might get massively burned there. If you have to be willing to say, I might just be taking a line that's dead, because if the wrong people sit and there's a lot of news in flux. So for me, I personally I would pass. But if you don't care, it'll all come out in the wash. It doesn't really matter.
Exactly. Yeah. And, Tatum could end up not playing and Cornett still finishes with less than 8 rebounds. But still,
100%.
If you wanted to add that in there at minus 120, this gets you to plus 1661, Ben.
Yeah. I mean, that's as you can see, and with parlays, the most important thing, and it's something we talk about in Discord, I really don't think it's finding them. It's allocating the bankroll, because no matter how much value you're securing, you're going to have like massive stretches where you hit nothing, because you're talking about 6% X wins.
Yep, exactly. So. But again, if you understand implied odds, right? And you taught this to me years ago. Like if you understand implied odds, what the book is giving you compared to, what it should win at, like the true odds say it should win at, then you understand what a good bet and a bad bet is, regardless of whether or not it wins.
Yep.
All right.
The third step, though, is you can take a good bet and you can still get crushed if you're not pairing the bankroll. And that's why we have recommended bet sizes, conservative, aggressive, because if you take all these bets and you're overextending, you will hit a unlucky streak and you will be crippled to where you can't recover. And even though we're all profitable bets, you have to pair that up as well.
Good point. Yeah. I mean, if you have no bankroll left, it doesn't matter anymore. That's one of the biggest things. Even yeah, right. Like bad straight bets and bad parlays are basically the same thing, except you're going to bleed out way faster on parlays because people have no clue how to size them properly.
100%. Like you can go 20 straight. It's hard to lose. I mean, if you've seen my soccer run, maybe I shouldn't say this, but in theory, it's hard to lose like 20 straight bets in a row at minus 110. That's an astronomical number. If you're betting like 5 leg parlays, that's probably normal. I mean, it's the variance is ridiculous.
Yeah. Nick said you could also be taking a great line if Tatum ends up playing. Yes, absolutely. Yep. It's just tough for me when everyone else is out. All right, take a guess here. Who do you think? So this is the winner. BetMGM plus 1661 is the winner at 13% EV. Who do you think is the loser, and what do you think the odds are before I scroll?
I'll say ESPN Bet is the loser.
All right. I'm going to say rebet is the loser. I'm going to say it's like plus 958.
I was going to say 1050.
Oh, did you look?
No, how the hell am I going to look?
Plus 1336 minus 6% EV. ESPN, you nailed it.
I got half of it. It's higher than I'll be honest, it's higher than I thought.
Me too. Still a nice one there, though. All right. What did you want me to do?
I just wanted you to, because I actually would love to see this too. There's so many different ways to build portfolios. Show a couple of yours that are maybe, the staple in the lab of the portfolio of kind of how they've been doing and what the parameters are, just to see some of the options. Because the key to all this, when you sign up, and again, there's like 5 minutes left in this show, and then that code is shutting off. The code is Boost. So any last call for that, you have to build the portfolio to start getting the bets funneled in. But there's a million ways to do it. And I'm sure you have a bunch of portfolios.
I do. All right. So I already showed you my NHL points portfolio.
Oh, EPL portfolio. Wait, real sick stuff.
You know what that is, though? That's just basically one OS rating and everything. Because we don't pull a lot of EPL bets. Like, see, UFC and EPL, they're very generic. I just have them in there. Same with college basketball because I can't bet props, but I get a lot of money lines that pop up on Caesars and stuff, so I'll bet those. All right, and then, so this is why I have a specific FanDuel points and rebounds. One, instead of three-pointers and instead of, what was the other one? Yeah, just threes, is because the points and rebounds have been very profitable for me this year. FanDuel has looser limits, which are super helpful. But look, it's very simple. It's a minimum odds of minus 200, OS rating of 1, and this is what I have. Rebounds, 9.7% actual ROI. Points, almost 5% actual ROI. 7% ROI on FanDuel. This is primarily what I bet on FanDuel. Now, I will say I have backup bets. If it's a slow day, bet. If it's a slow day, I'll activate my three-pointers because overall three-pointers are negative HROI, but that's mainly this year been because we have these like minus 150, minus 180 bets, which, by the way, minus 180 bets are totally fine. It's just with the three-point market, they haven't been. So I took minimum odds to minus 110. I wish the sample was a little higher, right? Close to 600, but that gets you up to 3%. So there are ways to toy around with this to turn negatives positive. Just make sure if you're doing so, like watch this. If I'm like, oh, okay, give me a 4 OS rating and then like minimum odds of even money. I don't know if it's going to be positive or negative, but it'll get the point across. If that happens, all right, look, almost 6%, but you have like 180 bets. That's just not enough to know. So you have to be careful about sample. That's all.
Yep. Yeah, it's a little weird sometimes to think about, but it's like sometimes when I'm making my portfolios, I'm hunting for the highest green number. How high can I get it? But then I stop and think, and it's like, well, if you tell me I can get a 3% ROI on thousands of bets, and now I change it and I get a 10% ROI on 50 bets.
Exactly.
Give me the 3% so I can churn it faster.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, you'll live with 3% any day of the week, especially on a book that doesn't have as many bets popping up.
That's what I meant, the volume.
So here's another thing, like DraftKings. For me, I have a minimum OS rating of 2. You can put it at 1. The only reason I have it at 2 is because there's so many DraftKings bets that pop up that I still get more than enough bets in each day to be profitable and to get enough volume down despite limits.
Yep. And that's the thing. You don't need to really be cognizant of volume. You can actually be more selective and still get the volume. I mean,
yes, sir.
So
let's build one more parlay before we go.
Yeah, one more. Jabari Smith under points with a 40 OS rating. When you see stuff like that, that usually means there's breaking news. And some books have moved and other books have not, and it's creating like a weird situation.
But we can see if that's true or not.
Yeah, we absolutely can. Just keep that in mind. I always like to caution people. If it looks too good to be true, do a little digging and make sure you don't do anything crazy.
100. Yep. Doesn't mean don't bet it. I actually put this in Discord today. It doesn't mean don't bet it. It means check first. Like this one specifically, I actually think is okay because Onyx and DraftKings are the same odds, at least when they originally post them. I don't even know what this red one is here. What is that?
Maybe like Tipico or Resort Worlds. I don't know.
Is Tipico even around anymore?
I don't know. I don't know you're in Pennsylvania. I'm not sure that I have that.
Yeah. Anyway, that's gone.
Bally's. It could be Bally's. I don't know what Bally's logo looks like.
Might be. That's gone. But like, here's a 15 OS rating. If you go into more data, you can see the only one that's positive is DraftKings, right? The only one that's positive is DK.
Yeah, Resort World. There you go.
Okay.
Thanks, Nomad.
Let's do this and let's build a DK parlay. See if we can build our 3-point boost. Wouldn't that be fun to close out the show?
Let's do it. And while you do that, Blue Rap said, does this thing give moneyline picks and spread picks? It does, but I'll be honest. A top-down method relies on inefficiencies. And for most spreads, they're very efficient, so you don't get as many. You will get some, particularly in college basketball and stuff. But like on an NFL side, how often do you see one book at the Steelers are -2, and then on another book, the Steelers are -4? That just really doesn't happen often.
No, not at all. You'll get some okay money line discrepancies, but not enough to where you're going to see a lot of them.
No.
And the other thing, it's like NFL sides are so much more liquid with main sports than props are.
Yeah. Sides are a whole different.
Shit. Was there Houston news?
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. So when I see like 3 or 4 guys from the same team at the top, I tend to say, what the hell's like, let me see what's going on.
Yeah. The only thing is that usually when that happens, right? It's like all of the books are green except for a penny or something.
That is true. Usually because penny's slow to move. Maybe not. Maybe Houston's just where we need to be living. And again, I don't think you need to, the honest opinion to be, I know it's more fun to talk about each bet. The honest opinion is it really doesn't matter.
It doesn't. Like, as long as it doesn't matter as long as you're getting enough volume in each day.
I just mean in your month, when your 2 free weeks, if you use the code BOOST, 2 bets are going to mean nothing. 200 bets might not mean anything, honestly.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying 2 bets mean nothing if you're doing it right and you're getting enough bets in every day to combat that variance. If these are 2 of your 10 bets, that does mean something, but not when you're getting 100 plus in per day.
If you're betting 10 bets, it doesn't matter what you're using because your results they're random. You could flip a coin. You could ask the smartest person in the world. There's no way to tell if what you're doing is working or not.
Yep.
And they're gone.
Are they?
Yeah. Or they're gone on my screen.
Well, look, hold on a second. You guys want to see a perfect encapsulation of the power of these tools right here? This was -125 a second ago. DK said, oh shit, and moved it to 145. -145. Look at that. Dude, you can see it on the screen. 20-cent movement in 30 seconds?
That's, again, these books they're playing the same game we are, just on the other side. We're trying to find the inefficiencies. They're trying to cover them up in real time.
Yep. 3 times just said just signed up. Wish me luck with my 200. Hell yeah, dude. Listen, join this show with us each day. Join the Discord. Hit us up in DMs. I've been answering questions all day and yesterday in DMs on Twitter. I want to help you guys win. But at the end of this show, unless we hit 20 already or until we hit 20, promo BOOST gets you literally your first half a month for free. 14 days for free. Use the weekly subscription. Use BOOST, BOOST. Again, when you do it right, you're going to win. And don't get bogged down by a couple bad days. Like if you zoom out on this, think about the 2020 COVID crash. Zoom out on the stock market from like then to end of 2024. It's a total blip on the radar. And had you stopped during that, you would have gotten wrecked. But you don't. And you see that V-shaped recovery. Very similar with this, except, Ben, it's less volatile. This is actually less volatile than the stock market because you're not worried about black swan events tanking it.
100%. Real quick, just for anyone, including 3-time, you just asked about this. The way we have set up our Discord, you will get special channels as a Portfolio EV user. So sync it up through your OS account. All you have to do, go into your account, and there's a giant button that says Discord. You sync it, and you're in. Super easy. I'll actually even just drop the OddsShopper account /Discord link for you. If you're signed up, just log in there, and you should sync, and then you get the channels associated with your account.
Do we have a welcome email that alerts people to that or anything?
We do as well. So look at that. Turn 2K into 6K.
With the tools?
With the tools.
Hell yeah.
Said, been using OddsShopper for a month. Turn 2K into 6K.
Let's imagine doing that in the stock market unless you just strike gold.
Yeah.
You know,
you're in the lawless meme crypto, whatever the hell they're called.
Yeah. Yeah. But again, in that situation, you can get absolutely wrecked. You're not going to get wrecked with something like this, even if you have a few bad days.
Yeah, not can, you will, because society's out of control with that stuff.
Yeah.
That's another show for another time.
Yep. All right. I just want to see if I add this 3-point parlay, if DraftKings will let me do it.
Yeah, fire away. I'm just going to I'll be at the bar putting out the vibes.
Now, wait, you know what? It's a Derek White over 4.5 threes.
No.
Oh, I have to.
Over what?
Over 4.5 threes.
4.5?
All right. Every Derek White under I bet loses. I'm gonna try something different today, brother. I'm gonna go with the Derek White over 4.5 threes. Look,
what is the number on that?
Hold on. Please still be up here. I was looking on my phone. Sorry, that's poor production on my part.
Hold on. I got to do some research now. It's 4.5. My God.
It's gone. But it was there. Son of a bitch.
Well, keep an eye. There's plenty of time.
All right. Let's just
DJ McCollum. Now, he respects coin. I bet that guy all the time. One of my favorite players to bet on.
Will this work? Let's see if we do this. Because it's going to be a same game parlay. Let's see. DraftKings is so arbitrary with what they actually let you bet, right? For same game parlays.
Yeah, it is a little wonky with that stuff.
So Jalen Green, these are all unders on threes. Jalen Green, McCollum, Dalton Knecht, Karis LeVert. Let's see. Will they allow it before we get out of here, Ben?
Moment of truth.
Yeah. Okay, but here's the question. So I'm getting it at plus 1058. Plus 10. Oh, see, they're not even calling. I swear, dude. Brett Hunter will tell me if they allow this. I thought I opted in already. I did.
I get that all the time where I opt in and then I click it and I have to.
It doesn't work, right?
It'll work.
No. I mean, I opt in. It says I did, and then I have to opt in again.
Yeah, I have to do that a lot.
All right, here's my boost. Yeah, 1270.
That's what I mean.
1270.
The boost is doing the work.
Let's go. And it actually didn't really even need to all that much. So this gets us to a pretty good spot. Nice. Perfect way to close the show. You got to put this one in too. Jalen Green, under 3.5 threes. McCollum, under 2.5 threes. I'm kind of glad that Derek White one disappeared.
Yeah, I tried to stall until so I didn't have to do it.
Dalton Knecht, under 1.5 threes, and Karis LeVert, under 1.5 threes. There's our 3.5 parlay right there. We got it to plus 1270. I just loaded it up, locked it in. We're ready to go.
Let's go. Beautiful. Perfect way to end the show.
Perfect. I was really hoping that we'd be able to make that work.
We did it, friends.
Sweet.
And let's make some money and do it again tomorrow.
Come join us. It ends right after we end now, or if we get 20. Check it out. If we're still not at 20 yet, you still got time. Boost is the promo with the link in the description or oddshopper.com. First 2 weeks, 100% free, baby. How do you pass that up? 2 weeks? Not 1, 2. Half a month. Free roll it. Make some money and then say, I'm going to stick around. All right. Go find Ben at Jazzraz Bets. He's got a great Twitter. Me at Laffy_D. I've been trying to put out as much helpful stuff for betting, particularly this style of betting with Portfolio EV as possible. You always know where to find us. We'll see you back here. What, are you with me tomorrow too?
I think I might be able to swing that. What do you say, people? Unless you can write into support if it's just so cruel that I come back, but I'm planning to. So you'll see me tomorrow. We'll run it back.
Sweet. We'll see you guys back here. Have a great night. Let's win some money, and we'll close out the work week with a good one tomorrow. Peace.